So, guys, I wanted to get on here, right, and talk about what the title will say when I actually upload this, and that's going to be New Levels, New Devils. Let me tell you guys something. That is so real. Um, I think what I want to do is I want to I think I've already done this in a previous video, but I want to make this really clear. I get on here and I'm smiley with you guys and I put out my positive energy and I look at things, I challenge you guys and myself to look at things from a positive angle and to still show each other love even though people are out here acting crazy, like people are out here like doing the most and really really pushing boundaries, and that's their purpose. Like I've said in other videos, what is the lesson in it? We don't have to like focus on the negative. And just because now this is a public service announcement, just because I choose not to focus on the negative does not mean that I am not aware of the negative. And I say that for those of you out there who are watching, who feel me when I say people like to underestimate, people like to put you in the same box that they're in and think that you're easy to get over on or whatever it is that they think. And so this is for you guys because just let them, like, just laugh. New levels, new devils, guys. Because I'm telling you, the amount of shenanigans that is happening out here is it's funny now. It's funny at this point. And that's how I know that I've grown. That's how I know that I've evolved. Because I used to get mad, I used to get upset, I used to get offended, I used to get all of these other things, and now it's just funny. Like I literally like just go back and forth with them now just to see like how far they're really gonna go. Because it's a game to me at this point. It's a game. It's always been a game, but now I'm seeing it like that, and I'm looking for the enjoyment in it. I'm looking for the entertainment. I'm looking for the laugh because really, like, some of these people show up covered. I was gonna say covered in shit, but I'm gonna say covered, like they come out with their horns showing, right? But they don't, they're not, they think that they're hiding them. Like, funny. I'm gonna try to paint this vision for you guys, right? Picture the devil himself, the way that he's pictured in the media, like, ugly and red with the horns and all that kind of stuff. Picture him showing up at your door acting like, gosh, I can't think of like a nerdy person, like acting like trying to hide it, like with a hoodie on, like trying to, like, that's the way that I'm picturing it now. It's so funny, like trying to hide his horns, trying to like put makeup on and cover the fact that he's like ugly or whatever, which you could see right through it. And it's just hilarious at this point because they try, like, they try everything. And because I know I've played the game and I've been on both sides of it, and I know like what all the tactics are at this point, it's just like, it's like, come, like at this point, come better. Like that's all you got? Is that all you have? Really? Okay. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if I was like, playing the villain role, if I had chosen that path for myself, I'd have a lot more fun with it. Honestly, I would, like, Oh my god. Whew. Shout out to Morticia. I just love the Addams Family. Like that type of humor is just me. It's just my it's my type of humor. The way they just play into like certain things, the way they play into people's insecurities, the way they and it's not in an evil way. Like like they make fun of the fact that people look at them as evil. They make fun of the fact that people look at them as weird, and it's like they're just aware of like how people view them, and they don't care. Oh my god, I love it. So guys, I'm telling you, something's going on. Some sort of change is on the horizon. Some sort of change, like something big is coming. It has to be with the type of shit that I'm going through. And if you're vibing with me, then you know what I'm talking about. The energy lately has been, whew, it's been interesting. It has been interesting. Very interesting. Um so yeah, I think I got off track with the messages I wanted to say. Basically, I wanted to say don't play with me. Because I look like I can be played with. I know. I look like I can be ran all over. I know. I look like I'm naive and I know. I'm aware of how I look. I'm aware. But I'm letting you know right now, don't play with me. Or play with me. Whatever you want. Ah! Whatever you want. Just make sure if you're gonna play with me, make it fun. Like don't come in with the regular shit. Like trying to scam me into a business opportunity, or trying to get me with you know with like a romantic proposition. Like all those avenues are exhausted because I no longer have attachments to any of those kinds of things. I've already accepted the fact that whatever business endeavors I'm pursuing are going to be fully on me. And when it is time for certain people to be in place as far as business partners and opportunities, they will come about when they're supposed to. They're not going to come in my inbox on Facebook. They're not going to comment on my posts on Instagram. Like they're going to show up with something tangible, something real, an actual offer, not something cloaked in lies, not like a lie cloaked in whatever it is that y'all like, whatever y'all are trying to do. Just let's go back to the table and regroup. Let's rethink this because it's not working. Maybe it works for other people, like just and then this is for those who are the doubles on the new levels. And then this is also for the people who are like me and who experience these people and are trying to figure out if they're going crazy. You're not going crazy, babes. New levels, new doubles. Just understand that your attachments make you a target. So, that feeling deep down inside where you want somebody just to love you, you want somebody just who you could share love with, that's setting you up for people to take advantage of you. Now, am I saying that you shouldn't? No. I'm saying that those are things that come naturally. You're going to be minding your own business and somebody's going to show up willing to show you love. But if you are constantly looking outside of yourself for that, then somebody will easily be able to come in and pretend that they are giving that to you. And you're going to be tricked. And so this is for you guys. Don't do it. Or do it. Figure it out. Because I had to do it. I had to lean completely into those feelings. When certain people showed up and it brought up certain emotions in me, I had to work through that. I had to play the game with them. I had to allow them to, do whatever they were doing. I had to jump completely in there so I could figure out what was happening with myself. So sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you actually have to, like, send the money. Sometimes you have to actually just to convince yourself that you are not going crazy. And the more that you do that and apply the lesson and reflect and understand, why you're doing it in the first place, why that was even tempting to you. Because if it's tempting, you got to lean into it, babes. Don't run from it. If it's tempting, lean into it. Because eventually it won't become tempting anymore. They'll be able to block you. They'll be able to play their mind games and do all the extra stuff that they do. Because once you make it clear that, like, you're not, like, what's going on, they're gonna turn up the gaslighting. They're gonna turn up all the fun mind games. Like, that's when it gets really fun, right? And if you're not stable within yourself, if you're not, like, you know, centered, if you're not standing in your square, then they're going to be able to get you with that. Listen, there are some really, really bad people out here. Sometimes I can get caught up in my fantasy world and I can, like, and that's I'm not going to apologize for that because that's for a reason. I do that for a reason. So, but sometimes I can get caught up in that. I can, like, really start to believe that that is what the world is, and obviously it is not. So when things like this happen, it's kind of like a reality check. Like, hey, Rashida, there are shitty people out there. Like, there are people who watch your videos and think that, like, instead of using it for what you're intending it for, there are people who, instead of using it what I'm intending it for, there are people who are using it to figure out a way to use and manipulate me. Imagine I'm on here minding my business, sharing some information, and there are actually people sitting at home stalking me and plotting against me and all of this other, like, is there not a better use of your energy? Like, I mean, anyway, guys, just public service announcement. I'm not as dumb as I look, guys. I just choose to look this way. And so if you want to come and play, please, the door is always open. I am always willing. I'm always willing to play. Um, yeah, I think that's, yeah, because this is getting, I probably shouldn't post this. And no, guys, I'm not high. I stopped smoking a while ago. I'm not on anything. This is me sober. Sober as a bird. This is me, like, fasting from everything. No, like, but seriously, something really interesting happened to me today. Like, and then just realizing how the universe conspires for certain things to happen so that you can get your confirmations because they came in and with their foolishness, right? But there were some great things that I got out of it. So that's why I'm saying play the game. Just like they're there to see what they can get, see what you can get too. And then once that line is crossed, or you get bored, or you feel like you got enough out of what the situation was, because this person that approached me was a very powerful. I'll give him that, very powerful tarot. Not a tarot reader, a spiritual person who can look into past lives and who can look into your future and shit like that. Like, I'm gonna give him that. Really powerful. But no match. No match. Um, Guys, oh, and another thing. If you are part of the spiritual community and you have gifts, make sure that you are honing, like, well rounded in honing the full spectrum of your gifts. And I say that to say, like, this person was good at reading into past lives. He's good at, you know, reading into people, but he underestimated me in a really critical way. So there was something that he was missing in his training. Like, there was something, like, he missed a chapter, in the manual. When we're going through our spiritual training and we're, going through like, he's missing a chapter or two in there, like. So just, learn from him, learn from his mistake, and make sure that you're well rounded in your gifts, because yeah. Or maybe, thank you, Spirit. Maybe the reason why, maybe he didn't miss a chapter, right? Maybe, um, we're just at that point where, how do I say this? How do I say this in a way that it makes sense and I don't sound like even more crazy than I already sound, probably? Maybe the point at which maybe he wasn't meant to defeat me, because it was supposed to show me that I was ready, that I've been initiated, that I've completed my training, and also to humble him because he thinks that he can use his gifts for whatever he wants. And that's not the case, guys. We are blessed with certain gifts, but when we misuse them, they can easily be taken away. We can easily be put in our place. And so maybe that's what all of this is about. I don't know, guys, but I'm here for it. Like, I am here. I'm with all of the shits. Like, let's go. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna get off here and go find something to eat because clearly I'm losing my mind in the best possible way. Love you guys. Be well.